Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kelsey. Thank you so much for joining me today. So today I am finishing my makeup focus / collection video. I uploaded a video yesterday where I went through some of the products that I'm kind of focusing on over the next like 2 months or so. I think I'm gonna try and film these videos like every other month, and so I'm going to share with you products that I am kind of focusing on and then kind of do like a brief overlook of the rest of my products, like I'm just kind of like showing you, and that will be today, where I will show you just like the makeup that I have underneath my vanity that I don't use too often. So if you missed it, yesterday's video I covered my face products that I'm currently using, as well as some palettes. If you want to see that video, I will link it above. And then for today, we're just going to cover some eye products, some lip products, some more palettes. Then I'm going to do like a brief little look over on the products that I have under my vanity that I'm not currently using. So, I hope you enjoy this makeup collection video. I ended up splitting it into 2 days because it was just way too long. So, here we go. Moving over to this back corner, I have some lip products. I also have like a hand cream, and here we'll move this forward a little bit. Everything's gonna fall. I have a hand cream, a few perfumes, and a eyeshadow primer. This was a primer that I really liked when I first got it, and I do think it's really nice, but if you're gonna do any sort of sweating, it makes your eyeshadow transfer. It transfers your mascara, your eyeliner, nothing really stays in place. So this one isn't my favorite, but it's pretty nice. I have like a little Victoria's Secret perfume. I also have the Prada candy perfume and a little roller ball back here. And then I have the Soap and Glory hand food lotion. I said a little sharpener from Essence, which is the best sharpener ever, by the way. I don't know if they make this anymore. I feel like they don't. I haven't seen these around lately, but this sharpener is so great. You have the bigger side on one side and like the smaller regular pencil side on the other. It's so good. Best like $2 ever. I also have this little Zoella solid perfume. It's the Blissful Mistful scent. I love this. I did mention this in a video at one point, and I couldn't remember what the perfume that this reminded me of was, but I really think this reminds me of the Marc Jacobs Daisy perfume, like the original Daisy. That was a favorite for me back in the day, and I think this totally reminds me of it. It's definitely very floral and bright, but which isn't usually a perfume I go for, but I really do enjoy this. And then for the lipsticks back here, we'll bring this closer and move things out of the way. This is an area that I definitely like sifted through because I used to keep all of my lip products on top of my vanity. It was hard to like sift through and kind of try and find what I was looking for, so I did take off a lot of the stuff that I wasn't really interested in right now, or like stuff that I wasn't using right now. And so what I have left is a few lipsticks here, and then I also have like some other lip products that we'll get to in a minute. I have it kind of going from like lightest to darkest, if that makes sense. So I've got some different little sample sizes up front actually. This is from Tarte, and it's the Tartist lip paint in the shade Birthday Suit. This came with that little party blush from Tarte from Sephora last year. This is one of my favorite lip products ever, so I keep this one readily available. This was the Sephora birthday gift this year. This is from Bite, and it's the Amuse Bouche lip cream lipstick in the shade Chai. I haven't used it a ton yet because I got it like mid-May, and so I haven't really delved into this one yet, but so far so good. I'd never tried Bite before, so I'm excited to be using that a little bit. I also have this little whipped duo from NYX. It's like a lip and cheek tint, and it's in the shade Cocoa Bean. This was, I think I got this in Ipsy a while ago. I do really enjoy this. It smells so nice. It feels so nice on your lips. It's like super light and like it feels whipped. It's really nice. I have used it on my cheeks. That's not my favorite use for it. I definitely prefer it on my lips. It doesn't stay on forever and ever, but it's so comfortable that I don't mind reapplying it. I also have this little tiny baby lip gloss. This is from Bitsy, which is a brand at Sally's. They're all around like $1, I think. This is in the shade Shimmering Pink. But this is a really cute lip gloss. It definitely doesn't stay on the lips very long. It says long-lasting lip gloss, but it doesn't stay on the lips long at all. But it does add like a nice little kind of like plumping effect to your lips. So I do pop this on pretty occasionally. I have my Glossier Generation G lipstick, and it's in the shade Cake. And I love this stuff. I use this quite frequently. It's this really nice like nude color. It's a little bit, I feel like it looks a little dark on camera. It's definitely not very dark. It's kind of like a My Lips But Better color, but really enjoy it. This is actually what I have on my lips today. I haven't worn it in a little while, but I was inspired as I was sifting through my products. This is from Wet n Wild, and it's one of the liquid catsuit matte lipsticks. It's in the shade Nudist Peach. And this is one of my favorite lip products. But this one is honestly pretty comfortable, and I love this color. It's beautiful. This one I used to use a lot. It's from Essence, and it's one of their matte lipsticks, and it's in the shade 02, which I forget what that color is called, but it's this really nice, pretty similar to every other color I have, like a nude pink color. It's pretty rosy, but kind of like mauve-y too. Really like that. I have another one from Wet n Wild. I believe this is like one of their Mega Last lipsticks. It's in the shade 903C, Just Peachy. I love this color. It's kind of similar to that liquid catsuit color. It's very peachy. It's pretty light. I've had this for a while. I'm gonna keep it around for now because I do really like it in like the springtime, but it's probably almost time to get rid of this. And then I have a few more like berry-ish toned lip products. This is the Matte Cream Lip Crayon from Bite. And this was another one from that Sephora birthday thing, and this is in the shade Glace. I think that's how you say it, Glace. But it's really pretty. It's actually super similar to the other Bite Beauty lipstick. This one's maybe just a touch darker, but it's matte instead of like a cream lipstick. This one's definitely an old favorite. It's from NYX. It's one of their just like, I don't even know what these things are called. It's just lipstick, and it's in the shade Mauve, but this is just exactly kind of what it sounds like. It's a mauve color. It's really nice. It looks really good on the lips. It's definitely not matte, but it's really nice, and these are super affordable, and they have like a bajillion colors. Oh my goodness, this is an even older favorite than the NYX one. This is one of the Maybelline matte lipsticks, and this is in the shade 660 Touch of Spice. This was like all the rage like years ago on YouTube when Kylie Jenner was like just getting popular. It's one of the classic like Kylie Jenner lip looks. I wanted this lipstick for so long, but they were always sold out. And I finally got it, and now I honestly don't use it all that much anymore, but it is definitely an old favorite, classic. I don't buy Maybelline anymore, but if you do buy Maybelline, their matte lipsticks are pretty great. I have a NYX Intense Butter Gloss, and this is in the shade Black Cherry Tart. This is intense. Like, it's called Intense Butter Gloss. If you have not used these intense butter glosses, they are like the butter gloss, but even more pigmented and just intense. Like, look at that thing! I haven't worn this in a little while. It definitely used to be a favorite. I do enjoy it, kind of like sheared out, but so beautiful. That deep, like, plummy purple color is so pretty. And then last one up here is one of the other Wet n Wild liquid catsuits. This one is in the shade Give Me Mocha, and this one is really nice. It's a little bit dark for what I'm wanting to wear on an everyday basis right now, but I thought it'd be a nice one to keep around just in case if I want something a little bit deeper than like a nude or a peachy color. Now moving on to my other lip products that are in this little bin. These are like lip liners, lip gloss, more liquid lipstick type things. I'm just going to dump them out and show them to you as I put them away. Lip liners, I have this one from Essence. This is one of their just like classic lip liners. This is in the shade In the Nude. And I feel like this is like a classic nude lip liner. Really enjoy it, and it's like $1. It's so cheap. This though is my favorite lip liner of all time. This is from Wet n Wild. Perfect Pout Gel Lip Liner, and I have it in the shade Bear to Comment. This is literally my favorite, one of my favorite lip products I've ever used. I love this stuff. It's so creamy, ultra pigmented, and so comfortable on the lips. Last lip liner is from Jaunt Blue. This was another BoxyCharm product, and it's in the shade Spice. Kind of just like a nude lip liner. It's alright, it's not my favorite, but it's a little bit deeper than the other lip liners, and so I like to keep it around for deeper looks. Few glosses. I have the NYX Butter Gloss. This is a classic in the shade Tiramisu. Really nice glossy look. I have another one in the shade Chocolate Crepe, and this one is a little bit newer to my collection, and I absolutely love it. It's definitely on the nude side, but it kind of has like this chocolatiness to it that's just so beautiful. Again, these are kind of sticky, but like so worth it with how they stay on and like the amount of color payoff that you get out of these. I love them. And then the last gloss I have is from e.l.f. and I don't know what this is called except for maybe just lip gloss. I have it in the shade Sheer Peach. It does look really nice. I do enjoy it. I found another lip liner. This is actually one of my old favorites as well. This is from Jordana. It's their Easy Liner, and it's in the shade Rock and Rose, and it's kind of like this rosy, like taupey color. It's really pretty. Two other like lip pencil-esque things are from e.l.f. The matte lip color. This one is in the shade Natural, and then this one is in the shade Tea Rose. I do have another NYX product. This is the Soft Matte Lip Cream. This one's in the shade Stockholm, and this is one of my favorites. I feel like I keep coming across all these lip products. I'm like, this one's my favorite. No, this one's my favorite. But this one I have had for a while, and I do really enjoy these. These soft matte lip creams are ultra comfortable. They are matte-ish, but they're not like a liquid lipstick. They're just kind of like this whipped feeling, and they're so nice. I love these. I also have this HD liquid lipstick, or high definition liquid lipstick from Adesse. This was in my BoxyCharm last month. There's no shade name on it or anything, but it is a nice lip color. I like to wear it pretty sheer. It's kind of like a lip gloss, but not super glossy. I don't know. It's a weird formula, but I do like it. This one, all the packaging is worn off. It's from ColourPop. It's one of their Ultra Satin lips, and I have it in the shade Strip, which is a really nice color. I do love this, especially in the fall. But it's kind of one of my go-tos if I'm wanting something that looks a little bit like edgier and not so like pinky nude. This is more of like a brown nude, and I do really like it. This is one of the lip lingeries. I do really like this. This is definitely more of like a liquid lipstick kind of formula. I have it in the shade Push Up, which I feel like was one of the more popular ones. I feel like I've heard very mixed reviews on these. People are either like gung-ho about them, or they're like, these are terrible. And I feel kind of in the middle. Like, I like them, but I'm not like over the moon about it. But it's nice, and I do use it pretty frequently. Last one, this is the NYX Slip Tease. Now this is something that's super interesting. It's supposed to be, it says full color lip oil. I was expecting it to be a little bit more glossy, a little bit more of like what you would think a lip oil would be, but this is more along the lines of a liquid lipstick, but it's so thin and doesn't really feel like much on the lips, but it's super interesting, and I do really like it. I have it in the shade Woke Up Like This, and it's kind of like a pinky mauve color, but it's really pretty, and I do enjoy the formula on this. You'll have to let me know if you've tried these. I feel like I didn't see them around very often. I think I picked it up on Target on clearance because it was there for like 2 weeks and then they were getting rid of them all. So, but I really like it. Moving on to my eye mug. This is a little mug my sister got me when she got married for being in her wedding. It's so cute. I think it's from Anthropology, but it's this really cute little K mug. And so I think about Courtney every time I go to do my makeup. I think I'm gonna do the same thing and just dump them out and then kind of show you what they are as I'm putting them away. I just have one primer in here. It's the Photo Focus Eye Primer from Wet n Wild. I love this stuff. I've talked about this over and over again, and I will continue talking about it because it's so great. I have a few black liners. I have this one from Rimmel. It's the Scandalize, and it's one of their like chubby eyeshadow liner sticks. I don't use this all that often, but I like to have it around because it's just like this chubby eye pencil. I used to use it like all over the lid and then kind of blend it out for like a really smoky, easy look. And so I like to keep it around for that, but I honestly haven't used it often, but I like to have it handy. I don't really know why. I have an issue. The next one is from Vintage by Jessica Libeskind. It was a BoxyCharm eyeliner. It's just a classic black eyeliner. The packaging is super cute, but it's alright. I have this liquid eyeliner from Wet n Wild. It's the Mega Liner. It's just like a dip brush liquid eyeliner. This is okay. I feel like maybe I haven't used this quite enough to have a full review on it. I want to say I used to use this in the waterproof formula and I liked it way better because this one I feel like has been bleeding a bit. This is a classic, definitely one of my favorites. It's the Essence eyeliner pen in waterproof. This thing is my favorite eyeliner pen I've ever used, and it's literally like $2. I also have this eyeliner from Physicians Formula. This is the Eye Booster 2-in-1 Lash Boosting Eyeliner and Serum. This is in the shade Ultra Black, and this one is different that it's not a felt tip liner. It's actually a brush tip liner, and so it applies really nicely, and like you can get a really nice precise line with it. And I've been really enjoying this. Well, I've had it for a little while, but I don't use it all that often, but I want to, so I have it on top of my desk. I put some of my brow pencils away because I recently did a brow week here on my channel where I talked about different brow pencils every day of the week, and so I have a lot of brow pencils right now and I need to narrow them down, and I like all of them. First one I have is the e.l.f. I think it's like the Instant Lift brow pencil. It just says brow pencil, but I want to say it's called the Instant Lift. I have it in the shade Taupe. I am almost done with this thing. I think if I use it like twice more, it'll be out. And then I also have this brow pencil from Wet n Wild. It's the retractable brow pencil. And I have this in the shade Taupe as well. You have a spoolie on one side, which you also had with the the e.l.f. one. It's kind of like this like triangular tip on here. It's really interesting, but it makes it so fast to do your brows, so I really enjoy this. And then the last brow pencil I'm trying to kind of finish up here as well is from NYX, and it's the Micro Brow Pencil. And this one again is in the shade Taupe. Got the spoolie on one end and then the liner on the other. And mine is actually broken, like the product will come out. Yep, there it is. And the lid is kind of broken, and so I don't like to travel with this one at all. I'll only use this here on my vanity because it's just too annoying to use because I don't want it to fall apart. Oh, I have one other brow pencil. It's from Essence. It's the Brow Designer. This is just like your classic brow pencil. You have to sharpen it. There's no spoolie. It just comes with like this little cap that has like a little weird brush on it, but this one I actually don't mind. It's in the shade Blonde, and it does work pretty well. You just don't get anything like super precise with it. I have one other like liner type product. This is the Wet n Wild Ultimate Brow Highlighter. I really enjoy this to use under my brow to kind of highlight my brow, but I also like to use it in my waterline. It's just this like really nice light pink color, but it's nothing like super drastic either. Really enjoy it. I have a few brow mascaras. I have the Glossier Boy Brow and the Essence Make Me Brow. These are definitely my two favorite brow products. The Glossier one is a little bit more pigmented, and the Essence one is pigmented. Both of them have really small little brushes. Really great. The Essence is like $3. Glossier is quite a bit more than that, but I love both of them. I I do have 3 mascaras that I'm using right now. I have the Butter London Double Decker Lashes. This was from BoxyCharm. I have the NYX Worth the Hype mascara, and then I have the Tarte Lights Camera Lashes. I didn't like the Double Decker mascara at first. It has like a super wet formula with like this chunky like natural fiber brush, and so you get a ton of product on your lashes, and it was kind of weird to work with, but now that it's dried out a little bit, I am enjoying that quite a bit more. And then the NYX Worth the Hype mascara, I go back and forth on this so much. It's something, I don't think it's worth the hype at all. You really have to work with it. It doesn't add a ton of volume. It's just like a very natural looking mascara. And then I have the Tarte Lights Camera Lashes mascara. This is one of my favorites. I bought this at Ulta during the 21 Days of Beauty. I've had this a few times now and I really enjoy it. It definitely adds like some nice volume and length to your lashes. So that completes it for the top of my vanity. I'm going to move into this little drawer here. Then I'm going to give you a quick little peek at what's under my vanity. So in this other side drawer, I have like some eyeshadow stuff and like some eye products up here that I don't necessarily want to like put away, but they're not on top of my vanity right now. So let's start in this way back area. I have my first palette that I ever owned. It's from Urban Decay, and it's one of their shadow box or Book of Shadows eyeshadow palettes. You have all these colors. It's a super colorful palette. It's definitely my most colorful palette. They're pretty much all metallics except the black, so it's very unwearable and like I don't ever really use it at all anymore. But I just have to hold on to it because it's like my first eyeshadow palette ever. And then I have my Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette. I love this palette. Definitely one of my favorite palettes that I own. But I'm just kind of putting it away for right now because I want to try and use some other stuff. I have 3 more little palettes. I have this Winky Lux Kitten palette. This was another BoxyCharm palette. It's got some really cute shades in it. I do really enjoy this palette. It's pretty wearable, but you do get like this like pop of blue, this fun red, this pink is really pretty. This one is super pretty. Or actually no, it was this one. I think this one they call like a holographic shade, which I mean, I don't know if I'd call it holographic, and it's not really coming across in the swatch, but it's really pretty. So I want to keep it around. It's just not top priority right now. I also have these 2 CoverGirl True Naked palettes. These are some of my favorite drugstore palettes by far, and again, I don't buy CoverGirl anymore because I'm trying to do some cruelty-free makeup, but these are great quality. I have the Roses palette, and then I also have the Nudes palette. And so while I do think these are like really great quality, I feel like I get very similar looks with like either of these palettes. Like they all just kind of end up looking the same. You can either do like a dark look or like a really simple light look. And so I do think these are good. I like to have them around, especially to use with like some of those more like metallic palettes, because both of these palettes do have some good like mid-tone matte shades that are really great to use with some metallic stuff. I have this little bin that I keep in there. It has like some single shadows, or it has like my lash curler replacement thing. I have my favorite ever Wet n Wild shadow. This is in the shade Brulee. This stuff is amazing. I use this almost every single day. I also have this other Bare Minerals eyeshadow. This is in the shade Queen Tiffany, and it's this really pretty like taupey metallic color. And then I also have another Bare Minerals thing. This is really interesting. It's like super metallic and like really bright, but it's like it has a little like wand on it that you apply it with. It kind of gets everywhere if you're not careful, but I feel like they were trying to make it easier to use. And then the last thing in there is this little eyeshadow duo from Pixie. And it has 2 little shadows in it. It's called Orchid Ornament. One's this really pretty like pinky champagne color, and then the other color is like this brownish kind of purpley color. They're really beautiful. They're not ultra pigmented, but they're really easy to use. Something else that was in there is from Cover FX, and it's one of their Shimmer Veil eyeshadows. This is another BoxyCharm product. It's in the shade Amethyst, It is this really pretty like liquid shadow that's like a pinky purpley color. It's super pretty, and it's very long wearing, but I just don't use it very often, so I keep it under here, but I want to use it, so I don't put it away. And then the last few things that I keep in there, I have my eyelash curler, which I kind of go back and forth on using. I don't use this often, but I do use it. I have a backup mascara. This is the Essence Lash Princess Volume Mascara. This thing has got a crazy brush. I have used this like twice, but I'm trying not to use it because I'm trying to go through the stuff I have, and I know once you open it, you're not supposed to use it, but it's so hard not to use new things, and so I'm trying to use up the other mascaras, so I'm keeping this one down here, but so far I really like this. And then lastly, I have a gel liner from Pretty Vulgar. It's just a black like gel liner, super cute packaging. I'm not totally sold on this. This was in this last month's BoxyCharm, and it's just okay. Now, this is the stuff that I'm not really using right now. I'm just gonna give you a brief overlook. As I was organizing this yesterday, I realized I really need to do another declutter because a lot of this stuff I just don't use anymore because I don't like it, or it's like a newer product that just didn't work out for me. And so I do need to do another declutter soon. I'm gonna give you a little up close and personal look at what's all here. I have some eyeshadow palettes here, and again, some of these are things that I do really enjoy. I'm just trying to use some other stuff right now. So like this e.l.f. palette, the Mad for Matte. This is like the Summer Breeze one or something. It's like the warm tone palette. I do really like that, where this like Rimmel magnifies eyeshadow, not so much. I have like some other liners in here, some brow products, some lashes that I never use. I have like this like weird glitter back here. Have some other smaller drugstore palettes here. Who else has that Wet n Wild palette? That thing Bright. I never use that, but I like it. And I've got some other ones, some little single shadows here. A ton of lip products. Again, I told you I went through like a ton of my lip products and kind of dwindled down the stuff that I really enjoy. And so a lot of these I feel like I need to get rid of. More back here too. I've got some like more lipsticks and like lip glosses. I have some brushes back here I don't really want to be using right now. This sponge, I'm using a different sponge right now. I have a bunch of face products in here. I've got some setting sprays, a lot of concealers, some blushes, highlights, foundations. The foundations I do like, they're just not ones that are really my color right now. I have the Wet n Wild Photo Focus, but this one's a little bit too dark, and so I feel like next time I do this video I'll be busting this out to use more, as well as this one. This is the Pacifica Ultra CC Cream. It's a radiant foundation, so I feel like summer would be a great time to use it, but it's just a little too dark for me right now. I've got a few primers, well maybe just one primer back in here, Smashbox primer, another setting spray, another liquid highlighter. I think there's just some more concealers down there. I have my Naked Smoky palette. I have a highlighter from Becca. I've got a Bare Minerals blush. I have this wonky concealer palette that I'll never use. I have two Wet n Wild bronzers here, and I love them. These are one of my favorite bronzers. But I'm trying to try some new stuff right now, but I have two of them. I have another e.l.f. face palette back here. I've got this like Naked Cosmetics highlight palette. I have my Tartelette in Bloom palette, which this is one of my favorites. I have the Pure Soiree Diaries palette, another one that I totally love. I want to put that one up top, but I need to try other things. Have my Urban Decay Gwen Stefani palette. This one isn't like a total love, but I just like Gwen Stefani, so I want to have it. I have a Morphe palette down here. It's just like a very neutral, it's like their copper palette or something. I've got another blush palette. I have the Manizer Sisters Trio. So there's a lot of stuff in here, and like I said, some of it is stuff that I love, some of it is just stuff that really needs to like go, but it's just so hard to get rid of things, and I want to keep it all because I love makeup. That's my hidden spot in my vanity, where things go that I am not using right at the moment. I hope that's helpful. I don't know if that's helpful. I feel like I'm helping myself a little bit. I don't know. Let's make sure this baby can shut again. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was fun to do. I think next time I'm definitely gonna work on a different way of doing this. Maybe I'll do like a voiceover or something. So it's like I'm moving through the products quicker because this was just way too long. If you have any ideas, leave them down below. I would love to hear them. And I think I'm going to try and do a little bit more research and watch some more of these videos and try and get some ideas on how to make this a little bit better. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope it was useful. Hope you enjoyed taking a little look at my vanity over the last few days. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up. I would love to hear your thoughts on this, and I would love your support. So thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful day, and until next time, bye guys.